I was thinking just now when we were talking about Kingdom Hearts, I should make a Specs Connects splash screen that's just connecting Xehanort.
Oh my god.
You will be on it over a while.
You know what? I've played both Kingdom Hearts games. I have no idea who Xehanort is.
Zekusu, tell us about
So
Xehanort.
confusing.
Xehanort, Xerneas, Xerneas.
Is he the final boss in 2?
No, that is nobody.
Oh. Is he the final boss in
That's
1?
Xemnas.
No, that's his Heartless.
What is the difference between a Heartless and a nobody?
The nobody, when you turn into a Heartless, your body turns into a nobody.
So if there was Xehanort's Heartless and Xehanort's nobody and they're both dead, then where's Xehanort?
Okay, here's the thing, because they defeated both, Xehanort versus Dort, and he's now alive again.
It's called Dord now?
Door, not Dord.
Oh. Why is he alive again? Because we killed both of them.
If you defeat the Heartless and the nobody, people come back to life.
What?
Okay, is typing something down.
She's got this. She's got this.
So Roxas is Sora's nobody.
Yep.
Yes.
Who is Sora's Heartless?
Sora himself turned into a Heartless in the first game, but I don't know how it worked. Kyrie restored him.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did that. Yeah. He turns into one of the shit little Heartless though.
Hello.
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
Did you
Zekusu,
I need
don't
to
make
talk.
fun of us for not knowing this convoluted bullshit. Just tell us the convoluted bullshit. This is what you're here for.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I know. Xehanort is the bald guy in Birth by Sleep.
I've never played that.
He's the bald goblin-looking guy. He's always hunched over.
I still
that's
haven't played
very
it, Rusty, so I
rude.
don't know who you're talking about. Like, that doesn't help me.
Yeah, he's an old guy, and I don't know if this is actually the original Xehanort, but at the end of the game, he transfers bodies with Terra,
What?
and
From Final Fantasy VI.
Huh?
No, it's a different Terra.
Oh.
I need to go to warehouse.
That,
8.
and
I have an appointment
he
with
takes on the form that we know him as Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Expecting
Fuck
you, sir.
Ansem.
Please go on in.
I don't know how they got Christopher Lee to voice him.
Hey, Christopher Lee is dead now. What are they gonna do?
Well, so is Ansem.
Oh.
Fuck Ansem. Fuck that boss fight.
Yeah, it was a bit shit.
And Xehanort then took on an apprenticeship under Ansem. I don't know what.
Just tell us then, Zekusu.
But
Come
I
in,
thought-
Zekusu.
I
Come
thought-
in the chat and
No.
tell us.
So his nobody took on apprenticeship under his Heartless.
No. The Ansem is someone else, and the Ansem is who's the final boss in Kingdom Hearts 1, because
No.
Xehanort
Hey.
took on the name of Ansem later. He
What?
impersonated him.
You told me that we kill his Heartless in the first game.
Angels,
Yes,
have you tried
and he killed his nobody in the second game.
them?
So his Heartless is an Ansem.
To do with the mad angels, the sailors.
What?
Oh,
No, his
we're
Heartless
looking for
goes by the name
sailors.
of Ansem.
Oh, but there's 2 Ansems.
Yes, the original Ansem is blonde and
God.
dies at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
I don't want to play Kingdom Hearts 3 anymore.
Wait,
I
so
never thought about this
the
stuff.
Ansem in Kingdom Hearts 1 wasn't the real Ansem?
No,
Fuck Ansem.
I hate that game.
there was Xehanort's nobody. Hi,
100 yen each, huh?
welcome.
Maybe
Is
just
Zekusu
one.
here?
No. I don't want to hear about Kingdom Hearts like this.
She's forgotten to like turn her mic on again though.
Good.
There we go. She's done it now.
Hi.
This is cool.
This is cool.
Tell
Like,
us.
seriously. I was minding my own business on the sofa, and then you guys start talking about this.
Kingdom
and I'm like,
Hearts.
no, I need to set you guys straight.
All right. Tell us about
Start from the
Xehanort.
beginning.
You have a.
Okay, how far back do you want me to start?
From the very
like,
beginning. Talk in as much detail as you can.
No.
Again?
okay, let's get this shit started. Prepare for the next couple of hours.
Yes.
I should try.
Okay, long story short, in the beginning there was 5 different unions. Each one of them had their own purpose. They had one leader.
Question. What's a union?
What?
Time.
Union is literally like a group of keyblade wielders that wield keyblades to try and gather light, so the darkness cannot take over.
What's a keyblade?
Keyblade is a weapon which each Keyblader. Shut up! That each
She's
one of
so
the,
angry about this.
I'm so angry, really. I'm
I know what a
like
keyblade
this
is.
shit.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
So he had
Anyway.
5 unions.
Actually, what is the significance of a keyblade?
You can
To
open
gather
doors with
light.
it.
Oh, okay, go on.
Essentially, the use of a Keyblade is to gather light, and later in the series to actually gather hearts. Okay, so there was 5 unions. Then they had a leader. That leader vanished. He left behind a prophecy that there was going to be a Keyblade war and that lots of people were going to die. So Invi got given a task of actually like taking people from all of the unions, and she called them dandelions because when the war was to start, they went into the different worlds so that then they would not be harmed by the war. So after the war, they could start harnessing the light again so the darkness would not take over.
And these worlds are the Disney worlds.
Yes.
Okay.
That was essentially the whole story of Unchained in a nutshell.
Is Unchained a mobile game?
Yes, it is.
Discarded. Let's keep going.
Actually, it is very much canon because it's also included in the 2.8. And it is actually like canon to the whole series, so I'm sorry to tell you, but shut up.
Isn't every game canon to the series?
Unfortunately, yes.
And Kingdom Hearts is one of the major crossing points for connections, so actually, yes, everything is
Alright,
canon.
so go on. What is the next game?
Okay, then comes Birth by Sleep. You start playing off as 3 different characters. You have Ven, Aqua, and Terra. They are the current Keyblade wielders, and they go all over the world. Terra corresponds to Riku in a way because he's got darkness in his heart, and Master Zehano decides to actually abuse that. And Aqua is sort of like the mother character in the series because she tries to keep both Ven and Terra out of trouble, but she can't. And Ven is just a bit clueless, and he actually ends up being half of Vanitas, I think?
Yep, when
Yes.
Hold on.
'Cause-
You're supposed to just be telling us about Zehanaut. I don't want to hear the
No.
entire series.
No, that's cool. So wait.
Waiting?
Never
What's
mind.
going on?
I already forgot their names, so just go on.
Okay, fair enough. Like,
Ven, Terra, and Aqua.
okay, yes. So they end up actually getting into a bit of a situation with Zehanaut, who wants Kingdom Hearts. So,
But
and
wait,
Kingdom Hearts
wait.
is behind. Yeah.
What is? I was gonna ask, what is Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts is light. I know that one because that's what they say in the first one.
In the first one, I thought I thought it ended on like a cliffhanger, and Sora was just like,
No,
I
it didn't.
understand Kingdom Hearts is blank.
No, it's lights.
Oh, okay, I completely missed that.
Kingdom Hearts is essentially the container that all the light that the Keyblade wielders in Unchained were trying to gather the light into.
Oh, okay.
That is
Right.
essentially what Zehano wants, because he wants to release the light so then the darkness can take over. Okay,
Heart-shaped moon.
so what happens is Ven ends up into a fight with Vanitas because Ven is actually just pure light, whereas Vanitas is Ven's pure darkness, and
So
together
Venomous
they
challenges
form...
Ven to a forklift race.
Not need the fuck. No, they actually have like a massive fight, and they forge the Keyblade, or it's sort of like written X-Blade.
It's the Greek letter key.
Yes, it is. It is also the one that can actually open up Kingdom Hearts and release the light. But then it gets destroyed by Aqua, I think. So
Why?
then after the fight, well, I guess I should talk about Terra. Terra fights with Master Xehanort. Xehanort dies, but he sort of merges up with Terra, so they become Terranauts. Then,
Wait,
like,
they fuse
yes.
Kinda.
and they become
Let's-
Terranaut. Do they
I
actually
think-
call themselves that?
No, they
No.
don't. They don't call them that. Because, like, in a bit, on the,
It's like people call past season 3 Twilicorn.
sort of like that.
Okay.
It's just a fandom given name, really.
Alright.
'Cause
It makes it easier to distinguish.
Exactly, it's less confusing than saying the fusion of Xehanort and Terra. So anyway, Terra goes missing after the whole war situation. Meanwhile, Aquason takes Ven into Castle Oblivion because he has lost, like,
His heart.
yeah, he lost his heart. He doesn't.
Ah,
He's
shit.
not awake, so he gets taken to Castle Oblivion, and currently Aqua is like the Keyblade Master, as in, like, they had a trainer called Master Eraqus, but he died because Terra actually killed him because of a false information that Xehanort gave him. And then later, after Aqua has taken Ven into Castle Oblivion, she goes to have a look into Radiant Garden, where she actually finds Terra, and she's like, "Oh, Terra, hi, nice to meet you," blah blah blah. But it turns out it's not Terra; it is actually like Xehanort and Terra mixed up. So then they fight, and Aqua loses, and she also discovers that Terranaut has none of the memories left. Like, he doesn't remember anything. All he remembers is his name is Xehanort. And he gets taken in by Ansem the Wise, who also has Ienzo, like little baby Zexion with him. Because at the time he's like, I don't know, 9, 10, something like that.
But also, this is the real Ansem that we're talking about here.
Yes,
The actual
Ansem the
Ansem.
Wise. Ansem the Wise, not like Xehanort Ansem.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is pretty much Birth by Sleep in a nutshell.
There's
Oh.
also a part where Aqua wanders the darkness, I think.
Yeah, that is actually the entire plot of the 2.8 that they released because they couldn't release Kingdom Hearts 3, which actually
Got it,
connects to
Rio!
the end of Kingdom Hearts 1.
What?
Yes,
No,
It
I
does.
didn't catch the last one because someone went, yeah!
So close, you
that's
almost had it.
specs.
Here's your prize.
Because Aqua's in the dark, it actually connects to the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, where Riku and King Mickey go to the other side of the door.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And I think you also see Sora on the other side of the door
So when
before.
when
Today, you gotta take this cargo to warehouse
and
number
Mickey
3.
go to
Mickey
the
was
other
the
side
map.
of the door,
Don't
is
forget
the
the
other
quota.
side of the
No
door?
problem.
Oh wait, where am I going? this
Okay,
time?
good
Well,
luck.
is the other side of the door Kingdom Hearts then?
No, it's the darkness.
Oh,
It's like they have entered the door to darkness, so to say.
where am I going?
They're in the realm of darkness. What the hell is this map?
Where does it want me? 3.
Well, there's 2 routes you can take, but they're both valid.
And
Okay,
it wants
what
me in Warehouse
next?
3.
Next, Kingdom Hearts 1, right?
I forgot to mention that in Birth by Sleep, each one of the Keyblade wielders actually meets their corresponding part. So Sora and Ven meet, and then Terra and Riku meet, and Aqua and Kairi meet. And that is why the 3 of them can actually all wield Keyblades. Ta-da!
Yeah, because Aqua passes on something to Riku, right?
Wait, Kairi can't wear a Keyblade?
Yeah, it's
does.
revealed at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh.
Well, not really. Riku just gives her a flower, everyone, because she's a girl. I've never seen her use it.
Well, she was using it at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2 when they were fighting all of the the nobodies, the world that never was.
8.
So if somebody else would use a Keyblade, what would happen?
It would disappear.
Yeah, this was actually tested in Kingdom Hearts 1 by Leon because he takes Sora's Keyblade and he's like, oh, what an nifty weapon, and then it goes back to Sora's hand. The same thing happens when Riku actually tries to take Sora's Keyblade, but because he is not worthy to carry the Keyblade at the moment, he can't wield it.
Can I just interject? Can I just interject?
Yes, you may.
It's pronounced Squall.
Yeah, it's true.
In this game, it's not. I'm sorry.
Why did they change his name anyway?
He changed his name because his world disappeared, and he refuses to use the name Squall until he has returned his world back to normal.
So dumb.
I mean, that is what happens at the end of Final Fantasy VIII. So.
But yeah, the reason Sora in Kingdom Hearts 1 is not the actual Keyblade wielder. Riku is. However, since Riku gave into the darkness, the Keyblade went for the next best thing, which was Sora.
All right.
Exactly. Essentially.
And at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku actually reclaims the Keyblade briefly.
Yeah.
All right. So on to the GBA game.
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories.
Yes.
Okay, that is a horrendous mess. So Sora ends up going into this place called Castle Oblivion. Hint, hint. Does this ring a bell?
Is Castle Oblivion the place that used to be the Beauty and the Beast castle?
No.
No, it's actually the castle where Aqua put Ven to sleep.
Okay.
And
wait, but Aqua was in Kingdom Hearts 2. We're just after this.
What?
no, she wasn't.
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
No, she's in Birth by Sleep, right?
I see.
Yes.
Which is why it's the place where they sleep.
See, I'm hearing a lot of names, but I can't match them to faces, so I'm just kind of.
Okay.
Anyway.
The lady with blue hair.
She's in 2.8, right?
Yes, she is. She's also the main character of 2.8. Okay, where to start with this mess?
So Castle Oblivion, Aqua fell asleep there.
Aqua put Ven, who lost his heart, to sleep in there, yes, so that he would be somewhere safe. But Sora ends up in there with his friends, and they meet Marluxia, I think. And he says that to remember is to forget, and it turns out that the more knowledge you gain in Castle Oblivion, the more memories you lose. Which is why at some point Sora starts to confuse Namine and Kairi together.
They've soft locked me. Help.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Again, another person. That's
Namine
nice.
is Kairi's nobody.
Yes, she is.
Wait, okay, so the people have nobodies and heartlesses, and you get
Yes.
you get a nobody if you run
Lose your
out.
heart.
Yeah, if you.
If
and
you die,
you get a
heartless and a nobody.
But the nobody's made from the soul, and the heartless is made.
No, from the body. The nobodies are made from the body.
But you have a soul, a body, and a heart, right?
No, in this game, it's just a concept of body and heart.
Your husk turns into nobody.
Yes.
But why does your heart then turn into a heartless? Then it's only heart.
Because it's disconnected from your body.
So the heart in Kingdom Hearts is actually a soul.
So
right?
really, it would be a bodiless, since it's a heart, but
No, it's a
no
heart.
body.
Technically, nobody should be the actual heartless because they don't have a heart left.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense much.
It's Kingdom
Although,
Hearts. Of
I
course,
guess-
it doesn't make sense.
Well, exactly. That's the point.
Namine.
Yeah. Yes. They end up going further into Castle Oblivion. They go into different worlds, discover like new things. Also, they forget a lot of the old things. Then there's this whole power battle actually going on between the Organization 13.
Oh yeah.
There's like two different groups. I think one of them was.
So who are Organization 13?
Exiles.
Axel's in Organization 13, right?
Who are
Yes, he is.
And isn't Axel Sora's heartless or something?
No.
No,
Axel is Lee's heartless. No, nobody.
Yeah.
He's who's
Lee is a
nobody?
character that appears.
Leah is
briefly in
actually one of the
Breath
characters. I forgot. Leah is actually one of the characters that you meet in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep briefly.
Yeah.
And he's like this really super cocky little brat, and who's like, "Oh, I just want everybody to remember me, because then I can live on
Wait,
forever."
hold on.
Got it memorized.
How do you make a heartless? Someone dies and you make it heartless, right?
The
You make a
heartless
heartless-
is essentially the darkness of a person that resides within their heart.
Oh, so you
Whereas
can
a
have one without somebody being dead.
Essentially, not everybody turns into a heartless. If your heart is pure, then
Harry?
you don't obviously exactly. But her status as a Prince of Light doesn't really help that case. Oh, funny thing. Actually, there was a piece of Kyrie's heart in Sora, which is why he was actually able to return into a human.
Is that because they ate the pawpaw fruit?
No, it wasn't because they ate the purple fruit.
Did they eat it actually?
Huh?
Did they even eat it?
Nope.
You want to eat it, don't you? You want to eat it with Kyrie.
Huh?
Who are Organization 13?
Organization 13 is his organization of 13 people.
13 nobodies.
15 No, 15 nobodies, actually.
It's getting very confusing.
Yes, it is. Do you see why I'm... Well, no, I actually have a friend who's even more obsessed with this than
I mean, they
am.
can't change the name every time and the number of members changes, so I get that.
So the organization 13 are
what's
the
the-
strongest nobodies.
What's the point of them?
They
the
essentially
rulers of
want
the
to
nobles.
retrieve the Kingdom Hearts so they can have their human bodies back. Because the way they actually lost their bodies and hearts was because they were doing experimentations led by Ansem, who was actually the...
Oh, sorry, do you see this? It's like that famous photo of guys sitting on a girder. eating
Yeah.
lunch.
Yeah.
So Organization 13, why does they want to get their bodies that? Why does that put them opposite the main characters?
Ask me again some other time.
It's him.
Because they're methods.
people from the organization that stay in the Castle of Oblivion. Vexen, Zexion, Lexeus, Loxine, Axel, and Marluxia, who I like to that, but it's really difficult to pronounce, so I just call it that. Anyway, so there's this thing about having a power struggle that some of them actually want to sort of push Xemnas off of his high chair as the number one.
Wait,
and-
hold on. Xemnas is Xehanort's heartless.
No, nobody.
Oh,
Yeah.
nobody. Sorry.
Okay, it dwells into Kingdom Hearts 2 now a little bit, but I'll explain it really nice and short. So, Terra Naut actually assumed the personality of Xehanort, which is the name which he used on the Ansem the Wise. But once Ansem the Wise left, he assumed the name Ansem. Therefore, he worked on his experiments under the name Ansem, and when he turned into a Heartless, he just added X into his name, and then he becomes Xemnas. That's it.
Okay. So it's an anagram of Ansem with an X in it.
Plus an X.
That's how all their names are.
Okay.
It's actually also an
Oh, it
anagram
is!
of
Roxas is Sora, but with an X in it.
Exactly, all the names are.
I get it.
Like, for example, Vexen is actually even.
Bullcat.
Alex is Lee.
Yeah. But there are also members whose real names we
He's so
don't know.
awesome.
You see
I
my
love this guy.
cat.
Yeah.
I strutting
Demix.
down the street.
Does Demix ever appear? His real body?
Does who?
Demix.
We haven't actually seen his real body, but we have seen Marluxia's real body. Who actually happens to be one of the, like, you know how I explained the Keyblade War? After the Keyblade War, one of the people is that re-establish the unions and to gather the light again. One of them is actually Marluxia's somebody, yeah. Which means he actually knew how to wield a Keyblade once, which is why he's pining extremely badly for Sora's Keyblade.
Aren't we all pining for Sora's Keyblade, lads? Hey!
I'm sorry, I think I'm more after Terra's. Sorry.
Wait, is Terra a boy?
Yes, he is. Terra's very handsome. Very handsome.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, there's a bit of a power struggle going on, and so Xemnas decided I'll push these like people that I think might be traitors into Castle Oblivion. So then I'll just have Axel sort of like observe which one of them it might be, but it actually turns out there's a whole lot. And then essentially Sora kills literally all of them except for Axel. He survives.
Because Axel kind of is a triple agent.
He's a double agent, yes.
But he also.
So he's the revolver also out of the series.
Kinda.
Well, he was working for Xemnas,
Yeah.
like
Xemnas
Marluxia
is the top
thought that
priority.
Axel was actually on his side on doing the coup d'état, but he wasn't. He was actually there to find out which one of them was the actual traitor that was trying to wind up the rest of them into trying to overthrow Xemnas. But Axel was talking to Syx about it because they used to be like the best buds forever before the whole thing happened. And then well, obviously everybody got wiped out and Axel was the only person who would survive, so meh. And I do have to confirm, no, I have not seen the actual ending of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, but I do know that it ends up with Sora
not?
ending up into this massive, because I'm a shitter, okay?
You could have
And the
watched it on
fucking
YouTube.
I'm sorry to tell you, but I want to play myself, and the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh system is absolutely mad.
Look, I'm gonna complete all of the Kingdom Hearts games before you do, and I don't even like it. So
I played it on the Game Boy Advance, so that's even harder because it has this pseudo 3D going on.
Yeah, it does.
I do like the card system, but I do not like the movement.
I don't like the card system
Are
because
they
when
still
you're
your
trying to do
friend,
boss
Kazi?
fights, it's ridiculous.
I'm stuck at Captain Hook.
Now, I still haven't got my question answered. I think. Why
what's
does
your question?
Xehanort still exist, despite his Heartless and his Nobody both being around?
Because at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, they actually did manage to close the door to light, aka they managed to destroy the Kingdom Hearts thanks to Ansem the Wise, which means that the Nobody was destroyed by Sora and Riku, and the Heart was destroyed because it was actually within the Kingdom Hearts, which actually means that Master Xehanort is now able to revive back. So he's not gonna need Terra's body soon any longer.
Okay.
So he's not
Toy
dead, but he
capsules,
has a
100 yen
Nobody
each,
and a
huh?
Heartless because he was fused
I
with
should buy
Terra,
one.
so technically his
Yes.
body doesn't exist anymore, even
Yeah,
though
do you
his mind
remember-
does. I get
Do
it.
you,
Yes.
do you remember that cloaked figure at the beginning of 1?
Yes,
No.
that was Master Xehanort, I think. No, hold on. They did show a flash of it in Kingdom Hearts 2, the final mix, I think.
No, it's in regular Kingdom Hearts as well, where he shows up
All right.
in Destiny Islands.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
very
you. I think I kind of wanted to make a highlight of this, but it's probably like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
so
I was thinking of clipping this,
Okay.
yeah, and sticking it on the YouTube.
it does make me think that I
Have
should.
we finished all the games now? Are we done?
We were past the third or fourth one out of
We
10.
haven't talked about Dream Drop Distance and all that.
That's at the very end. We're still in Chain of Memories. Basically, the rest of Chain of Memories.
So,
Nominee messes up Zora's memories.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is not the latest in the series chronologically.
I think it might be.
It must be. It must be the last one, surely.
Which one?
3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the end of the series, right?
I believe
No.
so, yes.
Yeah, but it's
Unless Nomura decides to be an asshole and he's like, guess what? It's a
but-
cliffhanger again.
chronologically, is it the last game in the series?
Yes.
Yes.
Or it's at least the latest.
It's gonna be the last. Let's
Also
hope so.
But yeah, the rest of Chain of Memories is Nominee messes with Sora's memories, and because it's called Chain of Memories, it also affects the people who know him. So all the
Yeah.
people he met in Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kairi and Riku. So and at the end, she has to fix these memories, which takes
Yep.
a year. This is why she put him in sleep in this weird flower thing.
Yeah, it's like a pod thing that Ansem the Wise has in Twilight Town.
Parallel to this plays Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over Tour.
Isn't that the really
Exactly.
bad one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
unfortunate. Honestly,
the manga's better.
I would like to play it in actual 3D. I was looking forward to it being remade for 1.5. However, or was it 2.5? But it's just sequences. Because
Yes, it
playing
was.
with a D-pad is horrendous. And no camera controls.
Yeah. So
Also-
the whole point with this, because Sora had to be put to sleep, is that then he.
Was
there
this because of
happened
the
to be-
things that happened in Chain of Memories then? Or...
This is like after the Chain of Memories. There was this guy who just happens to be named Roxas, and he's sort of like Sora's nobody. And they take him into organization because he can wield a keyblade.
Wait, why did he just happen to be named Roxas? Isn't it
It-
like an
no, no,
anagram with X?
Okay,
I think
here's the
Angela-
thing. Because Sora didn't only have a part of Kairi's heart, but also a part of Ven's heart.
Why does he
Sora's
have people's
nobody-
hearts?
Because this bitch collects hearts like nothing else.
Yeah,
How does he do that? Is that because they fancy him? Is that why he has their hearts?
I don't know how
No,
this
it's
happened.
because he was cursed at birth to become the protagonist of a long-winded series.
Is that? Are you being serious?
No, I'm just making shit up. Like, I don't know why. If I
think
had to
Aqua
ask, I would have to talk to my friend.
Aqua put Ven's heart in Sora's heart because they had a connection so the heart can heal.
Yeah, that's.
think.
I think that's it. That's what she said.
Because his heart was shattered because Xehanort, the original Xehanort, separated the darkness and the light, which is why he's in this kind of
Coma state.
state. Yeah. So
Yeah.
he is like a triple heart inside him. He is part of Kairi, part
Exactly.
of Ven's.
Okay, so
Which is-
why does he get a nobody then when he's just asleep? Because he's still got a
No,
body,
no. He turned into a heartless in the first game.
and that made Roxas.
Yes.
Yes.
But
That's
then
how
when
Roxas
he
can
gets
be.
his body back, Roxas is still around.
Yes.
But
Okay.
that's the issue.
Okay, and
Like, the whole.
is Roxas evil? Aren't nobody's evil?
We get into this later.
The thing is, personally, I don't like to think that nobodies are evil because all they want to be is just humans again. That is literally the Organization 13's only objective.
Yeah, but they
to
have to
become
like
humans again.
they have to kill everyone to do that. don't
Yes.
they?
No, they have to kill Heartless to do it. But because none of them actually possess a Keyblade, they can't harness this Heartless. Which is why they needed Roxas, aka a Keyblade wielder.
Objection. I have seen Donald Duck and Goofy Geef fuck shit up in Kingdom Hearts, and they don't have Keyblades.
No. They can kill Heartless, but they cannot harvest the hearts.
Exactly.
Oh.
Two different things, my man.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Goofy Geef.
That's Goofy's
I
last
know
name.
I know it's his name. I know
But
it's his
the
name, but I
organization
don't want to believe
collects
it.
hearts to create a Kingdom Hearts.
So
Because the Kingdom
of
Hearts
their
is like,
own.
the Kingdom Hearts is like the Triforce, it grants a wish.
Essentially, yeah.
It also
well,
doesn't appear in all the games.
If it were actually destroyed, it would like let out all of the hearts that have been gone into it so far, and all the light that has actually been collected.
So wait,
Um,
why do Keyblades collect light? Like, what's the point of making a Kingdom Heart?
So that, because of the constant battle of light and darkness, so the light will always exist no matter how dim.
Okay, so who made the Keyblades?
The
This
union.
goes like beyond my
Oh yeah,
Union.
the Union.
expectations.
Yeah,
She talked
I would
about that.
assume it's the unions, yeah.
Why am I paying more attention to you, Specs? Fuck you.
because I'm playing Shenmue at the same time.
Yeah, this is the most mindless part of the game, though.
I am concentrating very hard on stacking these
But yeah,
boxes.
358
Thank you.
Days. 358 Days basically tells the story of Roxas, what happened while in
It
these,
essentially
this year.
tells the story of Axel, who gets a total boner for Roxas. Then they
Absolutely.
have this third friend called Xion, and it turns out that she is actually Sora's fragmented memories, because there's this
What?
one bit where Roxas loses the ability to use a Keyblade, and Xion gets stronger, she can also use a Keyblade, and then because Roxas would otherwise die and vanish
hold
before...
on. Story scene is happening. Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, so where were we?
Shion.
Something about Roxas.
No, we're talking about Shion.
Sora was getting weaker, and Xion was getting stronger, because they can both wield
Just
Keyblade. And then Xion actually is revealed to be Sora's fragmented memories, and she is a failure. She's a puppet. She can't exist. Even Zemna says it, like, she's completely just utterly useless. And so Zexion, no, it's Zexion, god damn it. Roxas fights Shion and they fuse because now Sora's memories are getting their shit together. And then Sora actually ends up leaving and Axel is super upsetty. That is the 300 and something slash 2 days.
358.
358, yeah.
Too many
And
numbers.
then Kingdom Hearts 2 happens, the beginning part, with Roxas
Exactly.
in Twilight Town, which is a very nice level, but damn it is boring.
Yeah, it takes like about an hour to play. You just do casual shit the whole time. You gather money so you can go to
That's the
beach
most
with your
annoying part.
friends. Then you also do your summer homework with them. It's quite nice.
Wait,
you also
what?
feel like a tournament. Yeah,
That's
it's
true.
quite nice. And then the whole thing ends and Sora awakens once you actually find him at the Mystic Mansion, where you can also see Namine. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
Then you start playing as Sora, and you meet up with the Organization 13 properly this time, and it's actually quite sad because my friend is so good that she can tell which one of the Organization members is who based on their Organization 13 code shape. It's sad.
Code shape, wow!
Yes, like, because some of the characters actually have bigger hips, or their shoulders are larger, or their sleeves are different, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean,
You can
it's-
actually tell them apart.
It's the same principle as Team Fortress. You can tell what each of the classes are based on their body types.
It's not the same thing at all.
No, it's actually body shape, because none of them are actually showing their faces at this point. All you see is like this lot of people wearing hoods, and you can't see their face, and so you can still tell them apart on who's who. It's impressive. It's not gonna land you a job, but it's impressive.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Anyway, so then shit starts to happen. I'm gonna skip a lot of things because there's a lot of unnecessary things. Like, for example, that Demux is actually a massive little bitch, and he loves
Demix
his
is
guitar.
awesome, I love him.
He is a bitch to fight though, because his dance, water dance, is
Dance,
really
water
fucking
dance!
I hate it. It goes
Oh, that's him.
everywhere.
Okay. I thought that was Aqua.
No.
Okay,
That
wait, hold
man-
on. Story's happening again.
Oh,
It's funny because how many games do we still have left to explain? That's like one,
Well, we've
two,
done like
King
4,
Hearts
Right.
2,
so
we
about
just barely
7.
scrapped in case there's coded dreamed up distance.
I see.
I'm not even sure what's going on with the 13 Darknesses, to be honest.
That's fine. I've learned enough. My brain is bursting with all the new information.
Do you see what I put up with for the past, I don't know, I was like 13 when I started to play Kingdom Hearts.